100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First down, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The 30, the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On third down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is taken at the 18. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Bridgewater. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got room. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 85 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Steps away to his left. He'll try and Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run with Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. It's caught inside the 25.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Room here to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, nice move in midfield. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Let's go!
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. It looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Greg Olsen. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson throwing again. Buying time to his left. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Wilson to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 4, check 4. 49, check 49.
Here's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Zoom. Shut up.
Bridgewater now. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Quick the edge. Come.
Bridgewater with a keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now it's the backup Greer. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This is McCaffrey on the give. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.